Hi guys. I'm not going to do a big, deep psychologically video of, things about life stuff. Actually, I just wanted to show you where I was. I was looking. I was going to do a hike today up in the mountains. I had one saved on my All Trails, and I don't know. I may still kind of wander around, but just the way the universe works, you get what you need, right? And yeah, so I got rerouted, and next thing I know, I was driving, up a Forest Service road in British Columbia up into the mountains, and I don't know. I don't question things, so. Anyways, this is where I ended up. You ready? I'm going backwards out of my camper. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, came up that road right there. And wow, like you guys need to see me in it. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Oh, there's another mountain up there behind me. So, yeah. Actually, I'm just going to keep going around because I don't know if you guys could see. Excuse me. I know when you see. For me, I love seeing the snow up on the mountains. So that's it there. Let me go a little further here. Right there. Back there. I don't know if it. I don't know if you can see it so like clearly on the video or not. I don't know, but there's like tons of snow up on that mountain there. Yeah, I mean, I know it's such a shame actually that, video doesn't really or pictures doesn't capture, what you actually see with your own eyes because I mean, even what I'm looking at right now behind me on the screen is not anything close to what my real eyes see when I turn around. It's gorgeous, guys. It's peaceful here. It's quiet. Um, you know, if this is your thing, I highly recommend a vehicle that's capable of getting up. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna hang out here today. I was asking for some sunshine. It's been getting down, minuses at night, and I'm starting to get chilled out. I am moving south, so whatever. I think the birds are ahead of me, but anyways, I got my chair. There's a little like campfire pit here. I don't. I got excited at first when I saw it, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna have a campfire tonight. I mean, that's a sign, right? You show up, there's no one around. You're up in the mountains, but they've had quite the season with forest fires, and it's quite open here, and it's I would just have a small, tiny little one. I'm sure it'd be fine, but I don't know. Last thing I need is someone coming up and freaking out at me because they're paranoid about forest fires, and which I understand it is. I understand. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Actually, I haven't even seen any signs while I was driving along to see what the danger is, like what level. The red or the yellow or the green, and whether it's okay to have a fire. I have no idea. So I will probably just I got a book here I'm gonna read. I got my book. It's called Proof of Heaven. I haven't really dove into it just yet, but books speak to me like when they're supposed to, and I was looking for something I could sit out in my chair today and this soak up the sun and energize. And this one kind of looked at me and I felt right. And it's about well, I mean, I don't know what I think it is the gentleman that's wrote this book is able to communicate with his son that's deceased, and So it's something that I believe in myself personally. Now I know everyone does, not everyone does. We all have different beliefs, blah blah blah. But you know what? I'm open to sharing mine. So it is something that I believe in. You know, the afterlife, so to speak. You know, as far as consciousness goes. So, yeah. So I'm excited to see. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, see, I'm excited to read whatever it is that I read, whatever this book is. I got a coffee. I got my coffee in my chair here. Right, where are we? Right over there. And yeah, just gonna sit and chill out. I popped my camper up because I don't always do that. You know, it's usually when it's later in the day that I pull in somewhere that I'm just like, I'm gonna leave in the morning. But you know what? It's only like, I don't know, it's like lunchtime or noon. I don't even know if it's past lunch yet. So I'm gonna be here all day. I can't imagine going anywhere else. There's no need. I see the roadway down there. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see the road. Just over those trees. So it's like it's right down in there somewhere. Anyways, but it's far enough away. I don't really even hear the traffic, and there's not that much traffic up where I am. Is somewhere in between Lily, Lil, Lillooet, Lillooet, British Columbia, and Pemberton. So you know, somewhere along that stretch, it's still very free until you get to like Whistler area. That's when it starts to get a little, you know, touristy and also just, rulesy and, you got to pay for everything and, you can't really find remote spots. That's when it starts to get a little. So you know what? I'm going to soak it up while I can and enjoy this. This is still a free area, you know. It's gorgeous here, guys. I just drove down from Lillooet and it's like, I don't know, maybe I've driven like maybe I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 or 50 kilometers or something south of there and on Highway 99. And it's just like, people rave about the Banff and the Jasper. I mean, this holds like it's right there with it. It's amazing that, it's crazy that, I mean, I know it's discovered, but it doesn't seem like the mass populations. I've been here a few times now or a couple times. And just the mass population isn't here. It is a bit off season, I think now. It's getting closer to the end of September, but still, um, you know. Anyways, I'm very grateful, very fortunate, very lucky. Um, yeah, just gonna soak in some peace and enjoy this beautiful nature. So, just wanted to share where I was with yous and have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy my videos. I'm enjoying just making them sometimes, I guess, and you know, just rambling about stuff. And, I hope that, my videos encourage people to, dive into the unknown. I went to a farmer's market. I knew I was supposed to go. Um, I knew I was supposed to go. I went into the town yesterday. I was like, I wasn't even gonna go into Lillooet, and I just, was like, oh, you know what? I really need, a couple groceries or a couple things or whatever. So I went. I'm like, I'll just pull in and go to the store or whatever, and then I went to the store. I got a few things, and then I was leaving, and I passed this. Almost all the shops were closed. It was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, which in smaller towns and more remote areas, things just close early. It's beautiful. It's the way it should be, really. People are actually closing it at half decent time and going and enjoying their life or whatever that is that they do. But no need to stay open until 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's silly. But anyways, so yeah, so I see. Well, I see a butterfly. I'm like a dog, squirrel. I got distracted. Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful butterfly. Yeah. And of course, I'm not even showing you. I don't know if you can see it. It's beside the fire there. It's not open. Oh, man. Anyways, of course it closes up. That doesn't surprise me actually, because you know, that happens a lot. I go to get my phone out to take a picture or something of the wildlife, and it's gone. Like it changes or it moves or whatever, right? And that's an interesting one. I don't know if I've ever talked about that, but I've heard other people say it too. So, it's interesting, right? I mean, we're meant to see things with our eyes and not so much try and capture it. It's supposed to be in the moment, the present moment, and it's for us, right? So, anyways, I won't ramble on about that one. What was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, so like one of the only things I saw open, other than like a bar or a restaurant or something, was this little craft place. I went in. I got some really interesting stuff actually. But what I got mostly was the beautiful conversation with not only a young native woman, but and not older. Don't get me wrong. She was in her 50s, so that's not old. She's still very young, but older than the young native woman. And she was, yeah, I don't know what, anyways, I had a great conversation with her. And then right as I was about to leave, after talking about the art and, just sharing life stories and things and whatever, I said, oh, I love going to the farmers markets. It's where you meet all the locals and get all the lowdown of what's going on. And everybody from the community comes out, seems like the day, right? And she's like, oh, well, ours is tomorrow. And it was a Friday, because that's why I wasn't expecting it. It's usually they're on Saturdays, right? And yeah, so anyways, so she told me about that. And then I knew, like, I was like, oh, okay. And then even through the night, I was feeling like there was something there for me. And I was asking, but I was only getting like, you'll find out. You'll find out when you get there. And sure enough, there was like one food truck there, and the lady, um, she was, we were meant to have a connection, and have an energy exchange and share. And it was a fascinating one for me. It was, and we're connected as well. But it was one of them things that you don't always know, right? Just follow your instincts, guys. Follow your gut. Don't be afraid to dive into the unknown wherever it takes you. Take risks and things. It's okay. I mean, if it doesn't work out, then there was still a lesson in there that was meant to be for you. So don't be afraid. But yeah, and I had all kinds of great conversations with the locals there. I got some fresh produce and things, and but that was the big one. That was the highlight, and we are now connected. And I don't know. You don't always know what's going to come. I have no crystal ball. I have no idea what's down the road for the connection. But it could just be a simply holding space for someone so that they can learn and heal and grow and like, right, you know what I mean, like, she was sharing things with me, and she even started to cry at one point. And it's beautiful, because it makes me realize that not I know I said I wasn't going to do a video of some deep whatever shit, but whatever, it's coming out of me. So I just, it's sad, but I don't think that most people always get enough support, right? You know what I mean? Like people need to hear things like it's going to be okay, and this is normal, and let's figure out what you need to release so that you can start feeling better, and you don't stay in those places that give you trauma and that make you feel crummy. Right? And well, a lot of it's releasing stuff, right? When you release things and you're not no longer holding things that don't serve you anymore, the traumas in your life that you've had, and you're living more in the present moment. And when you do all that, it's not easy, but when you do all that and you get the support to at least be guided to figuring all of this out for yourself, then that's what you need to get to, right? And a lot of people just don't get that support. And so that was something that I recognized today. Um, and us staying connected, that this may be all it is. It may be the odd phone call, it may just be the odd, messaging back and forth a little bit, and just sharing some ideas, just sharing some whatever it is that I've learned. And that's what it is. That's the community that I want to be a part of, and that I want to grow. Um, and I'm very careful and cautious with who I let in and who I choose to. And I meet people that they would feel the same way about me, right? They're cautious with me, and they're careful. They want to know about me first. They want to learn. They want to have a conversation. They want to talk. They want to see where I'm at in my headspace before they decide to let me in. And I think that's the way it should be. That's the way it exactly should be. You know what I mean? We do have to be cautious, because you don't always know where someone's at, and what their intentions are. And so it's important to ask questions, and be okay too. If you're not comfortable with letting someone in, then just be okay with it and say, I don't think so. It's not for me, and I'm not feeling it. It doesn't feel right, and you move on, and that's it, right? So we got to protect ourselves, you know. Anyways, thanks for listening to me. Thanks for letting me share this gorgeous, wow, like holy moly. It's hard to believe for me. It's crazy. Look at this one behind me again. One more time, guys. Look at that. See? That's not what I'm looking at. That's not what I'm looking at right there. Like, it's a freaking monster. It's a beast. Oh my God. It's gorgeous. Anyways, okay. Enough with the teasing. If you're watching this on a video, then it's not fun for you to, because you're not here. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Go out there and enjoy it yourself. All right. All right. You guys are all amazing and wonderful and powerful and incredible, and you're loved. Even if you're not feeling it or getting it from the outside world, trust me, you're loved. We're not alone.